Hiya, welcome to the Redmen TV. Liverpool have just beaten Brentford 1-0 at Anfield. Andy, I'm coming to you straight away. Okay. The sigh of relief, the absolute release of my scream at full time when I felt like we'd got over the line. That felt like a massive win to me. What about you?
Yeah, 100%. It was similar to midweek in the sense the scoreline was the exact same, but it felt like midweek was a little bit more nervy. Whether after having got the 1-0 win in midweek sort of settled us a little bit, I'm not sure, but it never really looked like Brentford were going to score tonight. I thought we were in control of the game. Didn't really create that much, but what we did create was enough to win it 1 or 2-0. And as I said to you in midweek, when you have to rotate players, when you have to change things around, at this stage of the season, after World Cup, a long, hard season, sometimes you just need to win games like this ugly, get through it, get the points you need. And we've won 6 in a row. If we can win the next 3, we put pressure on the teams above us. That's all we can do.
Yeah, I felt like this was a massive win, Chris, because I know we don't want to talk about top 4, but I'm going to dream and I'm going to believe about it. And midweek, Manchester United dropped points and Liverpool have just capitalised on that. Andy said he didn't feel nervous. I felt extremely nervous. From the set pieces was my problem. The referee made me fume. I always felt like, I think Brentford might nick something here. What was your thoughts? Were you more Andy?
No, I was probably more like you, to be honest with you. I think Liverpool created the most chances there. We've had good opportunities. You know, Gakpo has that one where it bounces off his legs and somehow doesn't go in from Salah's cross. He has the one where the defender makes a mistake and he like, at that point I'm thinking, I really hope we don't regret missing that one. But what Liverpool did really well is they didn't let Brentford have that much in terms of shots on target and all that type of stuff. But I was the same as you when it got to the free kicks and stuff. I was nervous for them, but Liverpool defended them and the throw-ins really, really well, and all the corners really well, which is something that we've just not been doing over the last few weeks and stuff. So that for me is progression there. I'm coming into that game knowing that Brentford are going to attack us like that, and we knew that and we defended that well, and that's absolutely brilliant because they didn't actually get anything from those, even though I was nervous during it.
Yeah, 100%. And Steve, you can come in here. I thought first 25, I thought every time we attacked, we looked like we could have scored. We didn't have the killing finish. I thought Darwin Núñez had a couple of really good chances that he wasn't able to take. I can understand it. He's lacking match fitness and all this and that. But after the first 25, you saw Liverpool lose a little bit of control. The referee was absolutely horrific. He lost control of the entire game. And you did worry that the pressure might have really made Liverpool collapse and crumble a little bit. But it didn't. We stood tall.
Yeah, for me, I wasn't feeling like yourself. I was more frustrated with that referee. That's the worst performance I've ever seen a referee in a long time. He was absolutely awful. A linesman was behind the play, especially when they had a free kick. When we should have had a free kick for offside, he was well behind the play, completely. I was just getting annoyed, more at the referee than anything else. I think what we did well tonight was the basics. We went back to the basics in defending. We knew they were going to come here with set pieces and throw-ins and try and put them in that box. We defended it well. Basically, it was sound, it was solid, and the 3 points was brilliant. I'm well happy with it.
You enjoyed your day? Because I know he was really excited for this.
I've had butterflies all night. After the party last night, and then I got offered a chance to come and see live. I only live in Wrexham, which is only 26 miles away, but I can't get the chance to come up here all the time. So being there, honestly, amazing. Thank you, Redmen TV.
Well, don't worry, we were really happy to see you enjoy the day. Paul, get in here. I'm going to talk about the goal because I just mentioned then the first 20, I thought Liverpool were all over them. I thought we created quite a few chances. And I've referenced it in another video. Fabinho, the ball back post to Virgil Van Dijk, and I can see you trying to remember it right now. Yeah, there was a lovely dink back post. Virgil got his header on it, and Mo, maybe the first or the second time of asking it, didn't look clean, but the king puts it in the back of the net.
The Egyptian king.
The king.
Kenny's the king. The real
They're
king.
both the king.
The real king is Kenny Dalglish. And he was coronated a long time ago. But ultimately, just on Fabinho, I said on my video, I thought he was brilliant. I thought he was absolutely brilliant today. I thought he did everything you'd expect Fabinho to do in the game. I just want to say, I know you should talk about nerves. I didn't feel that today at all. They did nothing. The only thing we feel nervous about, I was talking to Courtney about it just before, is because historically at 1-0 this season, we've thrown games away and we've thrown tight games away, and that's playing on our minds. But there was nothing that, for me, that suggested that in that game of football. They had the offside goal, which I think got people a little bit edgy, which what happens when you stick the ball in the back of the net and it's offside, and it feels, because you see it go in, you experience a goal, but it's not a goal. It just doesn't count. They did nothing, they didn't touch us. Check the stats. They had nothing. They had absolutely nothing all game long. we did a great job in that game. I just thought we played like a peak Jurgen Klopp side. It's like, we're going to score a goal, we're going to try and score another one, but you're not going to score against us, so who's arse, we'll win 1-0, and we've missed that Liverpool this season.
Yeah, we have. Courtney, get in here. Last week you were fuming alongside me that Jordan Henderson in the last minute of the game has tried to dink someone in the last minute of the game when we just really need to keep the ball. Today he went to the corner, he earned us a corner kick, and that is when the full-time whistle came. Like we mentioned earlier, the game management was there today from us, and yeah, I felt a little bit nervy, but what did you think? I think it was more the referee that was causing me the nerves.
Definitely, I think the ref, and I looked down at Jurgen and he's arguing with the fourth official again, and I'm just thinking now, I'm like, I agree with Jurgen with what he said sort of, but it's now caused a bigger bias for more refs probably, because they look at us and go, think we can say what we want. But I want to just touch back on Hendo, saying obviously last game wasn't happy with him, but this game, just before he won us was playing at the corner, down the other end, they had a go and he just booted it. The way you want him to boot it, just boot it straight out, so I was made up with him there. But yeah, it was definitely a nervy game. I honestly thought when they'd scored and then it came back to VAR, I thought that's it, they've got a goal here, it's going to be another, try and get a second goal, but we didn't, and Ali got us 100th clean sheet.
Yeah, I'm about to mention that. Grace, get in here. You bring the energy more than anyone. We just touched on Alisson Becker then, his 100th clean sheet today. He didn't have a lot to do today, but just talk about the confidence he gives us as fans, but also the team, because I remember Fulham midweek, he made a couple of big saves in the dying minutes, and to have that confidence, to have this lad who's one of the best, if not the best goalkeeper in the world playing for Liverpool, how much relief does it give you?
I just think we're so lucky, and the confidence it gives us is that, like, he's never done, you know, if he gets through the defence, it's alright, because Alisson Becker's there, do you know what I mean? And I just love him, and I think today he didn't have that much to do, but he did like a lot of good distribution, stuff like that, you know. And also, not only is he good, but he's good in attack as well. I mean, you know, he's the one who's getting those big balls through. Oh, I love Alisson Becker.
Anything else? You got anything else to say? We've talked about the goal and everything. What did you think of Liverpool? Was you nervous at all? Because we've had quite some mixed opinions here.
I mean, I was very nervous. I mean, like a second half onwards, I was quite nervous until it got to about the 80th minute. Then we started to brighten up. I thought that Jordan Henderson, when he came on, I don't know if this is just me, but I thought when he came on, he pushed us to start attacking again, and I thought it was great. I thought he was great, actually. He impressed me tonight, because there's sceptics out there, you know.
Yeah. 100%. Before we do go, I've just got a lovely little discount for you. Now, I don't know how I'm going to show you this, because I do have a lot of hair on my head. No, it's all right, don't you worry. If you want to celebrate a king today, the king, and you can also celebrate Kenny as well, but this one's on discount. We've got a Mo Salah Egyptian The King top on sale right now, 20% off at redmenmerch.com, so do head over there and support our king, the king that is worshipped by Anfield. But yeah, boss feeling, the Reds have got 3 points, on to the next one.
Each and every single month, you could be entered into a prize draw for, generally speaking, some signed Liverpool memorabilia. You just need to be a club legend at redmenplus.com. Honestly, we've given away some absolute belters over the last year and a half, and you could be the next winner.